Having so much fun here, CRS 2023. We're sitting with Casey Johns. We love it. I've known Casey for over 3 years, and then maybe some change. And it's so good to be here at CRS with the Backstage Pass. I'm Kirsty Kraus, Brandon Morell, CJ Gartner run around here. We've been having so much fun doing interviews. Now we get to sit down with this beauty, gem, talent, releasing so much music. You have just in the midst of an EP that came out, an album. We have Dodging Bullets just came out. Let's celebrate that. Let's just dive right in and talk about that right away.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's mostly just a song about being on the road and touring stories and, guys hitting on you at the bar and you're dodging those bullets, So it's a woman's anthem.
So, okay, for fun, that obviously does happen, especially for a beautiful woman like yourself.
And
what do you say? What's your go-to line? You probably have something rehearsed.
Me picking up someone?
No. When someone tries to pick you up, what do you say?
No thanks, or you can buy me a whiskey, but I'm good. Thank you. That's about it. No,
I've learned the line. Hey man, I'm working right now.
Yeah.
Straight face him, walk away.
Yeah, we have to do that as women now,
Yes. So you wrote this song with a couple of your friends. Talk to us more just about writing it, when you guys put it together in the studio, and now being able to release it.
Yeah, so I wrote this with Tim Baumgartner, Tim Angston, and Billy Smiley, who produced the record and the song. And it's been great. We mostly were just in the studio talking about touring stories and just kind of my story. So this is basically my story put into a song, and mostly just about the stories on the road and stuff. So we traveled to Norway, and it mentions Norway in the song, and traveled a lot to Wisconsin and kind of all over. So you're just going to hear Mississippi in there and a bunch of different states. So, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. So you mentioned traveling to Wisconsin. I'm from there.
I know. I love it.
Wisconsin people love rock music. Just on top of that, what keeps bringing you back to Wisconsin?
Honestly, the people. Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely know how to party and you know how to drink. And, honestly, I love Wisconsin folks, and you guys have been always so nice to us, and we'll definitely keep going back.
Love it. And not only in just the States, you are an international artist. What was it like being able to check that off the bucket list for the first time when you went over there?
It's been amazing. Yeah.
And now you keep going back.
Yeah. We actually sold out our first show this past month, which was pretty awesome. Yeah. So we go back 3 times a year. It's been great.
That's awesome.
Tell us a lot about, you mentioned the album Thunder. I got a chance to listen to it before coming here, kind of on the flight. Of course, a few weeks before that too. Some of the best music I think you've put out, bar none, hands down, pretty much.
Oh, thank you.
The Wrong Side of Goodbye was leading that off too as well. Love that one. The making of it, kind of the writing behind it. Great album, Thunder.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I basically wrote that whole album with kind of the same people. Billy Smiley, who produced it.
When you got a good team, you use the good team.
Exactly.
You know what you like.
Exactly. You keep moving forward with the same guys. It's working.
I love it. And talk to us about, No More Chances was one of those. It's just it's very raw to me, and it's just something that I gravitated towards. So talk to us about writing that one.
Yeah, I have a habit of writing women's anthem songs, and that's another one.
That's a good problem.
Yeah, but it's mostly just about, being hit on at a bar and kind of, being a woman that's super strong and being able to, handle people that come up to you in bars, and, you're able to do this as a woman in this industry. So I think just writing about mostly what's real and what you know, I think is really important.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the hardest working, independent artists that I know in this town.
I think the same about you.
Oh,
definitely.
So it's just been a privilege to be able to watch you perform, be at your EP release party for Thunder, and then also that was AJ's up on the second floor, seeing you with the band, and you had the best outfit on with the little fringe, and just your stage performance, when did you start performing? And it was always your dream to come into Nashville. I know we talked about that the first time we met over coffee. Just talk to us about that. And now being here and how surreal it feels.
So I kind of started down on Bill Street. I'm from Memphis originally, so I just kind of put a band together, and I was too young to go into the bars, but we did it anyway. But I went from there, and I sang on cruise ships for 7 years, and then sang at Dollywood I did some musical theater for a while, and I think that's really led me, coming back here to Nashville to kind of bring what I want on the stage in the direction that I want to go, and musically especially. So
Yes, name some of your female divas, because you got the likes of Carrie Underwood kind of notes going on here. But then
Definitely
there's
not
that
her.
rasp
Kidding.
going on here too. So what are the divas that you were like listening to, or that people come up and say that you sound like?
I think a lot of people come up and say I have like the inflections of Miranda Lambert a little bit,
Yeah.
but I look up mostly to Sheryl Crow. I think she kind of does it all. She's my favorite by far. She does blues, country, rock and roll, and that's
What a career.
kind of what I want to do in that direction, and kind of what we're putting out right now is a little bit of all of that. So she's my favorite.
Yes.
Y'all had a great song on there, "You Can't Tell Love," which was on the Thunder album too as well. I got a chance to check out. Tell us all about that one too, kind of dive into that one.
Yeah, You Can't Tell Love was mostly written about you can't really control how you feel about someone, and you can't really help how you feel about someone. And so it's basically just a song about just you can't really help how you feel, and you can't tell love how you feel, or you can't tell it to be a fool. There's so many different lines in that song that are, I think a lot of people can relate to it as well.
As we move toward 23, I know musicians never rest on their laurels. That's one thing I learned in the business, no doubt about it. I'm sure there's plans, new music, and getting stuff out there again to the fans, and stuff in the can ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on a new record. Dodging Bullets is the first single for the brand new record, and we're just it'll probably take us a while to get a new record out. I just want to continue to keep writing and kind of go in this rock and roll country direction. So.
What's your favorite part of that writing process? What do you enjoy the most?
I guess drinking whiskey and hang out with the boys, That's the best part about it. No, but just being creative in the studio is probably my favorite part,
I love that too. Ready for a little rapid fire?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
gosh.
all right, I have to start here too. Let's see. Well, I guess I can do this one too as well. If you won the lottery tomorrow, Powerball, Mega Millions, what have you, what would be the first thing you do with the money?
I would buy my mom a house.
Oh, I
would
shout
do
out to
anything for my mom.
Casey's mom. She's the best. She's like
Yeah,
your
you got to
number
meet my
one.
mom.
She's like
Yeah.
your biggest fan. I love that.
Yeah, my mom was like a world champion barrel racer, and she's kind of given up her dream to support mine. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
really, I would do anything for my mom.
And she's a badass, but she's so sweet at the same time. And I remember meeting her at your EP release party, and she was just so happy and proud, and as she should be. But she definitely was a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
Yay.
She's awesome.
Okay.
What you got?
Favorite spot to go eat in Nashville?
Oh, E3 Chop House right now.
She
Love that
knows.
spot.
She
Love that
knows.
spot.
So many great places here. All right, if you weren't a musician, what occupation would you have?
Oh, gosh. I'm an avid book reader, so probably like something to do in books, like a book editor or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you can like sit and read.
I love books. I'm an avid reader.
I feel like if I want to fall asleep, I open up a book.
But
See, I can't
It's
fall
so
asleep
bad.
to a book. I will literally stay up all night reading it.
That's
what's your
really
favorite series?
cool.
What do you get into? Reading books. What do you
Well,
like?
I like music documentary, autobiographies, stuff like that. So I've been reading The Last Days of John Lennon right now. So it's been really good. It's about
Awesome.
Chapman, who it's kind of a sad book, but it's pretty interesting.
Oh. Okay, Norway. We're going over again. Is there a tour coming up again overseas?
Yes, yeah, we're going back in July and again in October.
Awesome. And what are some of I feel like there's so many questions about this overseas. The first time you went over there, were you nervous?
I wasn't nervous. I think I was just, you never really get over the jet lag. So I was just tired the entire time. You get there, you perform for 4 days straight, and then you come back. So you never really get over
I'm
it.
gonna need to talk to you more about this, because it kind of sucks hearing that you never get over it, because I thought maybe there would be some more tricks to it, but
No, they're 6 hours ahead. So it's like you're sleeping while you're singing. Like
you're just like,
Yeah.
what day is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am here physically, I believe.
yeah.
Talk
But
to
the
me
people
about
are amazing.
your favorite hobby outside of music.
Oh gosh, I love to work out. I love
And
to
read.
hike.
Read.
Anything outdoors. Yeah, and reading. Yeah, anything outdoors.
I like that too as well.
Awesome. We did it. This is CRS 2023. Casey Johns here, you guys. We are celebrating so much music and a brand new single, Dodging Bullets. Yes. And I want to make sure you guys check her out on all streaming platforms if you have not. And also come out to one of her live shows. You can catch her in Nashville or around the world, on the other side of the world, for all of our international viewers that tune in. We certainly appreciate you. I think we got someone right here. Dean Armstrong.
Hi,
Hey.
Dean.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Great radio guy.
Perfect.
Love it.
We're live here at CRS 2023. Again, Casey Johns. My name is Kirsty Krause, Brandon Morrell, CJ Garten, all on the Backstage Pass on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, presented by Bangtail Whiskey, Gentlemen Spirits.
You got it.
Yes. And
got
Honky
it.
Tonk Texas.
You got
He
it.
knows by my looks. He
You got
knows. All right. Bye, guys.
Back in a little bit. We got 2 or 3 left. Stay tuned.